flex mode. This ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ricky. Check.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Quit talking about it.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 44, Mariota got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The give to Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Mariota to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bengals 14, Titans nothing.
180. 1. Get tired of seeing me. Check.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get him.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long here for Mariota. The open man is Smith. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A gain on the play. First down, Titans.
Blue line.
Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's Wilson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time. It's Mixon on the counter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. Looking long for his tight end read. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. He completes it to Henry. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play, Mariota to Davis, 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 4th down, Mariota. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Sims on the run. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Mariota now. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
55. Go. Go.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 36, Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They toss to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.